Buying real estate in the U.S. does not give you a visa. That is a misnomer. I want to say that clearly because I see smart, well-capitalized investors make this assumption every day. They buy property first, then call an immigration lawyer like me and ask, what visa does this qualify me for? At that point, the damage is often already done. I've worked with hundreds of international investors, doctors, dentists, and entrepreneurs, business owners who wanted to immigrate using real estate as a path. The difference between success and failure usually comes down to whether real estate was treated as a strategy or just an asset purchase, and that's where we come in. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 5 biggest mistakes investors make when trying to immigrate through real estate, my signature program, and how to avoid spending hundreds of thousands of dollars or even millions on deals that don't move your immigration goals forward. Hi, I'm Lauren Cohen. I'm an international lawyer, realtor, and cross-border strategist. Welcome to my YouTube channel with Cinnamon. If you're using business or real estate as part of your plan to live, work, or invest in the US, make sure you subscribe to our channel. I'll break down exactly what works, not what sounds good in theory. Before we dive in, a quick question. Are you just exploring real estate as a visa option? Already invested in US real estate? Just want to invest in US real estate to get away from your home country, or stuck with assets that aren't helping your immigration goals? Drop a comment below. Context matters, and these mistakes show up differently depending on where and who you are in the process. Mistake number 1, buying passive properties and calling it a day, calling it a strategy as well. Here's the first mistake. You buy passive real estate or invest in a syndication, for example, and assume it supports your immigration goals. Not. Rental income alone does not qualify you for a visa. Appreciation does not qualify you for a visa. Spending millions of dollars does not automatically qualify you either. Owning property simply alone does not qualify you for any status. USCIS asks one question. Are you actively operating a business that justifies your presence in the US or mandates it? I had a client who owned 8 rental properties generating solid income. From an investment standpoint, it was great. From an immigration standpoint, it did nothing. We had to restructure the entire portfolio into an operating business platform. That took time, money, and retroactive explanation. Real estate can indeed support immigration, but only when it's structured as an active operating enterprise. Mistake number 2, assuming EB-5 is the only path. When investors think real estate and immigration, they immediately often jump to EB-5. EB-5 can work, but it is not always the fastest, safest, or smartest option. I've seen clients qualify more cleanly through E2 businesses backed by real estate, EB2 national interest waiver cases built on economic impact, L1 strategies supported by property-based operations. EB5 is capital intensive and timing sensitive. Treating it as the default often eliminates better options. The right question is not, can I do EB5? Rather, what is the most strategic path for me? Mistake number 3, structuring for returns, not compliance. This is where investors get tripped up. The deal that makes the most money is not always the deal that gets approved. Indeed, often not the case. Immigration through real estate requires active management, job creation, operational oversight, and a business model that USCIS can clearly understand. I've seen investors chase high-yield deals that were impossible to defend from an immigration perspective. The numbers looked great. The visa case didn't. Immigration is not a side effect of a good investment. It has to be designed into the deal and integrated as such. Mistake number 4, waiting for licensing or status before acting. This mistake shows up constantly with doctors, dentists, and other licensed professionals. They wait years to get licensed or fully authorized before building anything. During that time, they generate no US income and lose momentum, or even opportunity, especially in the current geopolitical environment. You can build income first. You can structure operations legally. You can license in parallel. And you can transition into practice when ready. Waiting feels safe. Strategically, it's expensive. Mistake number 5, planning only the first visa, meaning your non-immigrant status. Immigration is a sequence, not a single filing. Most investors plan for, how do I get in? Very few plan for, how do I renew? How do I stay? How do I adjust? How do I get permanent residence? You have to think about the end at the beginning. Begin with the end in mind. I've seen people approved for a visa, then trapped in a structure with no green card path, all too often. I just spoke with a woman in this situation yesterday who said, I wish my lawyer had talked to me about my need for a green card because my child was aging out. If you don't plan the second step or next step from day one, the first step can and often does become a dead end. Real estate investing is powerful, but only when it's used intentionally. If you already own U.S. property and it's not helping your immigration goals, that doesn't mean that you've failed. It means that the strategy hasn't been aligned yet. Before you buy your next property or before you file your petition, stop and ask, what is this actually supporting long term? For example, what are your goals? If you want help answering that question, comment below or reach out directly. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for real strategies that actually work. I'm Lauren Cohen, and I'll see you in the next video.